Okay, everyone. Hi there. Quick life update, which has been rather overdue. A lot has been happening. And as you can see from the title, it's called Life Update and a scary experience. So, this week's been a busy one. So, perhaps I'm just going to start by telling you a little bit about what's been happening. So, just to update you, Louise and I and Abigail are in good form, thankfully. Everything's been good. But we all are, particularly me, really, really, really busy at the moment. We've had a lot going on. I've just come back from Galway, from speaking to the National GP conference around baby death. So this week's been a fairly hectic one. But just to give you a bit of an overview, I suppose, as to how busy things have been. And again, sorry, it's been a while since I've been updating people. So I'm really, really busy with clients, very, very busy with client work, thankfully. Really busy with the college. A lot more has come on board. So there's a lot of work there. About 2, 3 months ago, really good friend, person I thought was a really good friend, walked out of my life. And that's been tough. So there's been a lot of things, as well as that I'm trying to get the book about Evelyn written, which, as you can imagine, has its challenges, trying to fit that in around everything else. But all good other than that. It's just a very, very busy time. Just want to share that with people. Starting with the college that I lecture in a faculty capacity, which has been a big deal because there's an awful lot of supervision, a lot more demands in relation to that, and possibly all these things have particularly the preparation for the GP conference that we just came to, all has culminated in a difficult enough week. And just to give you an idea of the experience that happened to me this week, and maybe just share it out there just to let you know about it. And I just want to let everyone know, touch wood, all is good. But so on Wednesday of this week, I was seeing my clients, as I do, and I had a client at 5 o'clock, and around 10 to 5 I was looking over the notes, the clinical notes in preparation for seeing this client. And around 5 to 5 came along, and as I was looking at the notes, I noticed that as I was looking at the paper, I couldn't see the letters in front of me, but I could see the letters around it. I thought, that's a bit odd. And the best way I could describe it is, when you're at a party and someone takes a photograph and the flash goes off, and for a few seconds afterwards, when you look around, you have that flash in your vision with respect to what else you look at. So it was like that, but it wasn't going away. And then at 5 o'clock, the doorbell rang and I went down. And when I opened the door, I could really only see half their face. So brought them to the office, thought this might just subside. I have had eye floaters and things like that before, but this was new. Sat down, and then it didn't go away. So I had to say, look, I'm not feeling too good. And of course, this is the huge humanity of these situations. The person's coming for help, and yet the person who's there to provide it and to provide the support is struggling. So I was, they offered me water, and they said, look, you don't look too good. I said, yeah. So very kindly, because they offered to bring me, to take me either to hospital or to the GP. So I suggested maybe we go to the GP. Actually, it was me who suggested we go down to the GP, which is very, very close to me. But in the space of probably 2 to 3 minutes, by about 5 past 5, I was struggling to see the phone properly. I could see the outskirts of the phone, but just directly to what I had to hit, I couldn't see properly. So you can imagine the panicky feeling it brought about. So got to the GP's. Within about 10-15 minutes, the GP did a number of tests. I came right. I came completely right. So just to be on the safe side, they brought me he gave me a letter, and off I went to, my normal GP wasn't there. So the GP standing in gave me a letter, went to the eye and ear. They really checked me over. They're great in there. But that was all good and gravy. And what seems to have happened, and this is probably well, touch wood, hopefully, um, signal from nature to maybe take it easier and maybe look at my work-life balance a bit. I don't know, but from all the symptoms I described it as, it seemed to be what's called an ocular migraine. Never had them, never had a migraine, ever. I know people who say they are horrible, and I've seen people with them and they look horrendous and they can knock you out for a long time. So it looks like I had the ocular version from what I described. So anyway, that was just quite a scary thing to see your field of vision become a bit of a mess. So yeah, so other than that, it's keep an eye on things and full forward from here. I'm going to try to do updates by video, makes more sense. Hope this one isn't too long. But just to update you, it was so great to see my wife Louise present the GPs. She's absolutely brilliant at that. And she gave the really human story, if that doesn't seem unusual. It's obviously human for me too, but I suppose I went down the kind of the scientific side of what had happened here and kind of the chronology of her life. But Louise did a really amazing job at talking about the trauma and what that leaves you with. And it was great to speak to nearly around 300 GPs so that they can bring that message out to their patients about if you've a little baby and grandma or you or anyone who comes in contact with them has a whopper of a cold sore, they should likely stay away, because little babies are very vulnerable, and they should be getting the treatment and covering it up. Also, a big shout out to the karate club, guys. You're really, really good. I'm sorry I haven't been down. Tonight is Friday. I should be getting ready, but given it's been a bit of a shock, I'm still cautious. And I don't want to get into contact stuff for now, but keep putting pressure on me. I got to get back. Okay, guys, mind yourself and talk again.